Supertramp Crisis, what crisis? The album everyone overlooks. I've loved Supertramp for a very long time. Crime of the Century, masterpiece. Breakfast in America, iconic. But Crisis, what crisis? Their third album, sandwiched right between those two giants, that's the one that stayed with me. That's the one I returned to, not for the hits, not for the fame, but for something deeper. The album doesn't get the love it deserves. It's quieter, more introspective and less immediate. But if you give it time, if you let it breathe, it reveals itself as something special, something personal, and once it does, it never leaves. So let's decode it. In 1975, Supertramp had just released Crime of the Century the year before. That album put them on the map. It was dark, cinematic, and ambitious. They could have followed the same formula and played it safe, but they didn't. Instead, they made Crisis, what crisis? The title itself is ironic. The world in 1975 was in turmoil. Economic crisis, political unrest, the oil embargo, recession, and here's Supertramp asking, crisis, what crisis? It's not dismissive, it's a lens, a way of looking at disconnection and privilege, the gap between those who suffer and those who don't even notice. The album cover says it all. A man lounging poolside in California, umbrella drink in hand, completely oblivious to the chaos around him. That's the album in one image. Comfort, detachment, and irony. Musically, this album is different from what came before, and in fact, what came after. It's warmer, more laid back, and less theatrical than Crime of the Century. It's less polished than Breakfast in America. It feels like a band taking a breath, exploring and experimenting. Rick Davies and Roger Hodgson are at their peak here. Their voices blend beautifully. Their songwriting complements each other. Davies brings the grit, the realism, the cynicism. Hodgson brings the light, the melody, and the hope. Together they create this push and pull, a tension that makes the album feel alive. The production is lush but not overwhelming. There's space in the mix, room to breathe. The Wurlitzer, the piano, the gentle guitars, they all sit perfectly. It's not flashy, it's tasteful, even elegant. The album opens with Easy Does It, a soft jazzy intro, almost like a shrug. Take it easy, it says, don't rush. And that sets the tone for the whole record. This isn't an album that grabs you by the throat, it invites you in. Then comes Sister Moonshine, one of the most underrated Supertramp songs. Hodgson's voice is pure and yearning. The lyrics are cryptic but evocative. The instrumentation is delicate. It's a song about longing, about searching for something just out of reach. And it's gorgeous. Ain't Nobody But Me is Davies at his best, gritty, bluesy and soulful. It's a working class anthem, a song about self-reliance and resilience. The organ drives it forward and the rhythm is infectious. It's one of those few moments on the album that feels assertive, maybe even confident. Then there's a Soapbox Opera. This one's a highlight, a satirical look at politics and preaching. Davies sings it with bite, the lyrics are sharp. I'm up here to sell you a view that's just the same as mine. It's timeless, cynical, and the build-up, the way the song swells and then pulls back, it's brilliant. At the heart of the album for me is Another Man's Woman. This song is devastating, it's subtle, it's heartbreaking in a way that only Supertramp could pull off. Hodgson's vocal delivery is restrained but full of emotion. The melody is simple, almost fragile. The lyrics tell a story of a man who loves someone he can't have, someone who belongs to someone else. It's quiet desperation, longing without resolution, and the arrangement matches it perfectly. Soft piano, gentle guitar, a melody that aches. It's not dramatic, it's intimate, and that makes it even more powerful. This is the song I come back to, the one that hits hardest, the one that feels personal even though it's not my story. That's what great songwriting does. It makes you feel like it is. The album closes with The Meaning, a philosophical reflection, Hodgson asking the big questions. What's it all for? What does it mean? It's searching, uncertain but not cynical. There's hope in it, a quiet hope. And that's what makes Crisis what Crisis so special. It doesn't have the answers. It doesn't pretend to. It just explores. It questions and reflects. And it does so with grace, with melody, and with heart. Critics didn't know what to make of it when it came out. It was too mellow after Crime of the Century, too understated before breakfast in America. It didn't have a breakout single. It wasn't a commercial smash. But that's exactly why it endures. It's not trying to be anything other than what it is. A beautiful, introspective, quietly brilliant album. A snapshot of a band between their defining moments. Taking the time to breathe and create something honest. For me, this is the Supertramp album. The one I love the most. The one I know every word to. The one that never let go. So where does Crisis, What Crisis land for you? Is it one you've overlooked, or does it hold a special place in your collection? Drop your thoughts below. I'd love to hear if this one resonates with you the way it does with me. If you're enjoying these Vault Dives, please subscribe. A new album every week. Next time on the Collection Vault, we're jumping from Supertramp's 1975 to a very different kind of crisis. The one facing OMD in 1991. After a breakup, a reunion, and a complete shift in the musical landscape, Orchestral Maneuvers in the Dark delivered Sugar Tax, an album that proved they could adapt without compromising their identity. It's glossy, it's melodic, and it's criminally underrated. We're diving deep into synth pop's second wave. Stay tuned.